It's great that you made your way over here in the face of imminent danger from the Men North of Richmond. Has anybody been following the possible psyop going on right now in country music?
What?
No.
Oh!
Oh, is this because it's a big town? Because we're in a big town, so it's scary? Does it have to do with the small town guy?
Well,
No, there's a new one.
Out with the old guy, in with the new guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, in related news, the Jason Aldean thing that was big a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, you would make it in a...
has plummeted down
Okay.
out of the top position, and there's a bunch of people writing about it being like, maybe people are turning against it. It's like, no, it's because it was astroturfed. It was absolutely being propped up by money and nothing else.
Yeah.
that was a good song with a message that resonated with most of America. I was singing it with me and Carly because I have not listened to the song yet, but I've heard about it. So I just imagine it's like him like earnestly warning like people in the LGBTQ community. It's like, I come from a shitty small town. I'm telling you, I'm just warning you. It's a horrible place. Everyone there is terrible. Like, but apparently it is actually filled with hatred, this song.
Well, like I said, that's
old news.
That's old news. We're on to the new guy, and the new guy came out of nowhere.
Okay.
To a suspicious degree.
Oh, all right.
So the new guy, his name is Oliver Anthony. And he has
fake name.
It is, it turns
fake
out.
Name. That's a real Kaiser Soze and a Applebee's. It feels like how he came up with that name. He's looking around the Applebee's menu.
Two first names.
Yeah, Oliver Anthony.
Yeah. Well, it turns out you're right. It is a fake name.
There's a berm troubler or something at the end of that. He's not.
This guy. First of all, shout out to Matt Moran, the guys from American Aquarium, and Tyler Mahan Co. They've been digging into this guy on Twitter a little bit, doing some hardcore shoe leather reporting. So shout out to them. But this song came out, I think, 3 days ago. And it's already the #1 song on iTunes. And basically, when it was released, it was simultaneously being plugged by like every right-wing guy.
Yeah.
So like Dan Bongino and Joe Rogan and like just like across the board, everybody simultaneously was like, "This is the thing." And the video is an orange bearded man in the woods playing a guitar.
Oh, I hate him already.
Uncomfortably similar to the guitar that I have on the wall, which is I'm like, well, now I gotta come up with a parody of some kind. I got the damn guitar.
Did you lend this guy your guitar?
I know, right?
Yeah,
But
is that the exact one?
No, mine's...
Is that you?
Oh my god!
And the red beard is fake.
Yeah,
Rivers is in there.
Yeah. No, that's a Gretsch. That's a really expensive version of the shitty one I've got on the wall.
Hey, Oliver. Oh, Rivers looked at me when I said it. Just checking to see if he answered.
He did. I
to
saw
it.
his eyebrow twitched. I saw it.
The song is basically talking about hard times, as a lot of country songs are. He says, "I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. So I could sit out here and waste my life, drag back home and drown my troubles away." So he is...
so far, we're at Heartland Rock. We haven't...
Yeah, nothing crazy's happened yet.
Nothing yet.
So I'm just, the chorus is says, "Living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men north of Richmond." It's DC, huh?
Yeah.
Lord knows they all just want to have total control. Want to know what you think, want to know what you do. And they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Because your dollar ain't shit and it's taxed to no end. Because of Men North of Richmond.
I see what he's done here.
Yeah, and now the fun lines, I want to get to the one that most people have kind of focused on, but there is
the reason it's #1.
The reason for the season. Well, there is a nice little nod to Jeffrey Epstein in here. He says,
I was going to say, if this guy didn't get some Q in there, he's fucking up. Because Q music is its own genre.
Oh, I know. Well, that's what I was saying. Is like MAGA rap. MAGA rap is a thing already, and this guy is such lightweight compared to Forgiato Blow or some of your figureheads in the MAGA rap movements. I'm like, buddy, you got to pick up the pace here. You're trying to sneak in by being Dollar General Tyler Childers and shit.
Yeah,
but,
we can't have that. They've already got music.
Yeah, exactly. But the little reference here, he says, "I wish politicians would look out for minors. and not just minors on an island somewhere.
Hey.
Now that's a double meaning.
So, but that's also funny because
I'm confused by that.
the children of Jeffrey Epstein's island, but also
but
minors.
should we not be looking for
That's-
that? Is his
that was
point?
my question. So this guy is pro pedophile.
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah. Stop looking at that island. Just cut it out.
Tapping into that that untapped market of pedophiles who listen to music.
Yeah,
That's what sent this to number one.
Don't look at that island.
He's like, there's a lot of musicians that are pedophiles. Maybe if I blatantly was one, I'll get some of their fans.
Gary
Can't cancel
Glitter.
me if I say it. Yeah,
Gary Glitter had a hit with all he said was "Hey." That's all he had to say.
But yeah,
Boy diddler.
Boy diddler, Gary Glitter. There's a lyric for somebody.
He is such a creepy looking guy.
he is an unsettling looking man. What it reminds me of is, and again, we're going to get into this a little bit, but very much of the Duck Dynasty people where you're just like, you didn't used to have that beer. This was a tactical decision, but yeah,
I like to think it's like has those hooks that go around his ears, you know?
Yeah.
Like in a cartoon.
Tactical as is best.
yeah, it can become like a hairy version of LeVar Burton's visor from Star Trek. Just props it up on his nose. But yeah, this is the verse that everybody's kind of dialing into. So let's get a listen to see what old Oliver Anthony sounds like, and then we'll talk about who this is.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare.
Okay, so we've got the obese milking welfare. Okay, let's see where he.
So this is he is shitting on the homeless.
Yes, 100%. Well, he's saying there's people starving on the street while people abusing the welfare system are fat, is what he's saying.
Okay.
Which,
obese.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what that was.
Obese. You couldn't tell by his obese.
God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
Your bags of what?
Of fudge rounds. If you're 5'3", 300 pounds, taxes ought not pay for bags of fudge
They
rounds.
ought not.
Yeah.
Is that an actual thing, or is that just some redneck euphemism
No,
for
well,
a piece of fudge?
No, fudge round is the
fudge
Little
round?
Debbie. It's,
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
it's like an
they're so
oatmeal.
good.
What sort of folksy sort of sold at
Gotta
a
look this up
Civil
on
War
my phone.
reenactment fucking souvenir shop?
I want this man to fall in love with a blue-haired body positivity lady. And I want to write their story. Fudge rounds are so good.
Yeah, fudge rounds are good. I'm here to
Never
stand for
Never
poor people who
had.
love fudge rounds.
Yeah,
Let's go
absolutely.
get some of these.
Tell you
Yeah,
what.
so fudge rounds, if you don't know, it's basically an oatmeal cream pie, but the whole thing is chocolate and
Love
it's
an
got
oatmeal
chocolate
cream
fudge.
pie.
Yeah.
I literally was pontificating about how great these are yesterday.
They're all, you must have felt it. You must have felt
Yeah.
that
Manifested.
that Oliver Anthony energy in the air. It's
Yes.
everywhere out here.
Well, it was really a specific measurement too. What he said it was, you're like 5'8", 300
Yeah,
pounds
it
or
says
something.
5'3".
Yeah.
5'3".
5'3",
A little shorter.
300 pounds.
a little shorter, a little wider.
You ought not spend our tax money on bags of fudge rounds. Now, here's where I want to
Comes
call.
in a box, motherfucker.
Bingo. Yes, thank you,
Yes.
Brandie. This is where I wanted to call his hillbilly credibility into
Individual
question.
bags.
Yeah,
There's no shrink wraps.
and that's how you know that he didn't write this fucking song. That some fucking weirdo at like Dan Bongino's organization wrote it because
That's the
actual.
third. I've never heard of this Dan Bongino person.
I think it's Boningo.
Bon-
He's the guy who currently
Okay.
occupies Rush Limbaugh's slot on radio.
Oh.
So he was a former police officer who is now
Of course.
a radio guy, and he's very big in the conservative influence sphere
Yeah.
here. But
Yeah, fudge rounds come in a big old box where your smokes do.
yes,
It's the same size box.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is, if he had said a box of fudge
Yes.
rounds, that would still fit the rhyme scheme. So I'm just like, this is
Bag of fudge.
yeah, I was like, this guy, either he's not a hillbilly or somebody who is not a hillbilly is writing his fucking songs. Because bag of fudge rounds, go fuck yourself.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, a guy with a dumpy dad bod leading the war on obesity.
I know,
love
right?
it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we've had some online sleuths
Yeah.
digging
Who is
around
he,
into this
really?
guy. So Oliver Anthony, real name Christopher Anthony Lunsford.
He looks like a Chris Lunsford.
Right?
He does. He does. A Topher. That's Topher energy. Big Topher energy coming off of this fudge round piece of shit.
So he is he's had a pretty clean wipe of all digital presence. So
Of course.
he either never had one or there was
Prepared for this.
Yeah, they prepared for it. And
when he gets signed, that's the first thing.
he's
they
not
do.
signed. That's the whole thing, man. He's number one and he's not signed.
Of
Isn't
course.
that incredible that a guy just singing in the woods with just some spurious connections to large
So that's the narrative that's pushing this to the top, is that he's just a guy,
Yes.
man of the people, who just put this shit on the internet.
Yeah. So again, Matt Moran and Tyler Mayenko and a couple of other people online kind of did all the work here finding this stuff. But basically, so this guy owns a 92-acre piece of land in Prince Edward County. He's actually a big landowner,
Yes,
so
he is.
it sounds like he's working hard, but
Yep.
not that fucking hard. And he currently lives in North Dinwiddie, Virginia. And this is Ernie Piper writing for the Daily Dot. Anthony explained in a video introducing himself that he believed that pedophilia was becoming normalized. A dog whistle in far-right QAnon circles, which believe former President Donald Trump is secretly fighting a cabal of sex perverts. One of the singer's public playlists on his YouTube channel, Videos to Make Your Noggin Get Bigger, contains several videos that promote 9/11 trutherism and COVID conspiracy theories. So,
Oh, yeah.
Man, you know what's exciting about doing this podcast with you guys? I love it always, but I'm very excited to know about this guy before I hear the QAnon Anonymous episode about this
sure.
guy. And I'll be like, shh, I knew that shit from the goods.
These are literally goods from the woods.
yeah, literally.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
yeah.
man singing in the fucking woods.
May a tick bite his asshole.
Yeah.
It is, and it is, I think.
Yeah.
So that's basically all they've been able to find as far as this
Yeah.
guy online is just traces of his old YouTube channel where he liked a bunch of questionable shit.
Man, I want to go look at land records. I
Yeah.
want to know. I mean, my evening's planned. I'm going to go down a real hole on old Toph.
Yeah, I think Toph's dad. Maybe,
That man, he's too much of a ginger to have worked the land that much.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's-
Soft baby hands.
Yes.
Well, and
Yes.
also people brought up like he has no previous performances. There's no coffee shops. There's no
Yeah.
open mics. There's just nothing.
He
It's-
for sure has pulled a lot of stuff from the internet.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
He just kind of wandered out of the digital deserts into the river of Jordan
The
to
thing
be
is,
baptized.
what they got to do is they got to find some small town, because if he's in a small town, everybody knows who he is.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of people got some shit to say about him.
Right.
So they got to find. We got to find his high school yearbook,
Yeah.
and we got to find the minorities.
Well,
Yes.
This is like
we got to ask some questions.
a classic situation where a record label pushes a new artist as if they're this hot new thing. They've been in development with this guy for months or years before.
label.
Yeah, well, no label.
In theory.
Well,
Yet. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because
Secret Q label.
all the to be able to have a run like that, you have to be paying for advertising.
Yes,
in
and
this
bots.
day and age.
yeah,
Lots.
bots,
Lots
PR.
of bots.
You have to, and it's already a thing that the record industry, music industry, whatever, buys views on their own
Oh, yeah.
streaming.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit. So people think it's more popular than it actually is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, so that's what people have kind of been saying online is exactly what you said, where it's like this seems to be, sort of astroturfed, and then all those people are just like, you're just saying a good guy from the country singing songs about the country, he can't be in the country. But
Yeah.
then, amazingly, so there is this big shithead Twitter account at MAGA Hulk. So
Ha,
this
good
is
old
a
MAGA Hulk.
this is a person who has gone so far right that they've passed like Ben Shapiro. They've passed the actual money making operation of conservatism.
It just straight into mental illness.
yeah, where it's
They're
like
saying the Kanye shit, but they're not Kanye.
yeah,
Yeah, saying the Kanye shit, but all you're doing is estranging your family.
right, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's where their politics are, because I was confused. I was like, why is this?
No losing some Balenciaga sponsorships, but not attending Thanksgiving anymore.
You gotta write gold digger before you do that shit, man.
But that's why I was confused, because
Yeah.
their name is MAGA Hulk, and they seem to have a bunch of like Trump stuff, but then they're fighting with Dan Bongino, and I'm like, what gives? And then
John Bongino is. I keep hearing this name, and he's got to be an asshole with a name like that. I don't know anything about him, but
Yeah.
I think it's Bongino, but it's
yeah,
Bongino's real
Hey,
much funner.
Yeah.
slippery when wet, dude.
Yeah.
Tommy used to work on the docks
Yeah.
before they took his jobs.
Imagine he sounds like Jesse Ventura. This is Don Bongino.
Yeah, kind of.
I am a former police officer.
I mean,
I have no. I
think
basis
we
on nothing.
I think we mentioned. Yeah.
Wow, is this Don Benigno here?
I think we mentioned him when we talked about the Jocko energy drink, the militant Marine energy drink, because that's kind of where he got big, was on the Dan Bongino show. But I was trying to figure out, I was like, why is MAGA Hulk fighting with Dan Bongino about this? And it turns out Dan Bongino is part of Big Con. He's part of Conservative Inc. He is focused on making money and not on the mission at hand, right?
Yep.
To
MAGA Hulk's a true believer.
Yes, they're a real true believer, and they're like, so basically, this person did all the heavy lifting without knowing it. Totally backed up what all the lefties were saying, and in doing so, they found out that this account is connected to the account of a guy named Jason Howerton, who runs a company called Reach Media.
Ooh.
And he basically...
I bet they have an office in a strip mall out here somewhere.
Well, he does have an article on LinkedIn that says, launch a product, get over 1.3 million hits. This is a guy who specializes in exactly this, right?
Yeah,
so this person was able to connect Jason Howerton to our singing red-bearded friend here.
Interesting.
So there's that. And they basically sent a tweet out to Dan Bongino, and they were like, this is actually bullshit. I know you guys are... Big Con is actually just conspiring to make this a big hit. It's not real because of this. And they present the evidence of this Jason Howerton guy.
Yeah.
And Dan Bongino responds, Jason works with me. Jason's a great guy who texted me last week. He was blown away by the emotion in Oliver's song. Jason wanted to help, so he flew from California to North Carolina to help Oliver get the message out. So thereby confirming...
For a price. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some sort of like brainstorming session. Like he looks like he's like an idiot, but he's like enough of an idiot to where people will like him.
I promise you that guy filmed the video that you're watching of him singing into the microphone in the woods. Like that.
It's a very high quality video for a brand new artist.
Yeah. All of his other songs, you can literally hear crickets on them because he's recording into a phone.
But that one,
he's got 2 other songs, but that's the only one that's clear.
Which little Debbies are they besmirching in those songs?
I know, right? If you come for Nutty Bars, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'll kill you. Don't you dare.
Watching a dumpy ginger man belly aching about fudge rounds in the woods. What a great fucking country we live in, dude. That's number 1 on iTunes.
Yeah.
He sings like a Muppet too.
He looks like a
does.
Muppet too.
Like when Muppets at the top mouth opens higher.
Like the Swedish Chef.
Yeah. Like the way most people work, their bottom jaw goes, but he sings like his head throws back. Weird.
Taking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame.
Okay.
Lord.
I can't.
What's his little tree house and his little
it's a deer blind on his fucking 96 acres of land.
That's where like hedge fund managers go.
Yeah.
There's dad's friends and they go and hunt lions that they released on the...
Yeah. My dad did Iran-Contra.
I spent my 40s hunting the most dangerous game of my property. Diabetes.
And the homeless of Washington, D.C.
Yeah.